Hi and welcome to the Art of Tarot. My name is Stephanie and this is a reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mars for January 2021. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being patient with me. I know the Scorpio and the Sagittarius and the Capricorn readings, they took a little while because my computer unfortunately has a problem, so I cannot upload and I have to record this from my phone, but it works out this way as well. It just took me a while to figure it out. So yeah, for the ones who are new, I work with the tarot, I work with Western astrology, and in the beginning of the reading I will talk a little bit about the astrology while I shuffle the cards, but just a quick overview about the most important placements, and I will then go into general energies, and by the middle of the reading I will go more into a romantic you and the other person situation. But I am a channel that focuses on you and the development of the self and the relationship with yourself mostly. So just make sure that when you watch for other people that you are aware that you're always seeing things from your perspective rather than from the other person's perspective. All right. So Scorpio, let's see what's happening. Things have been pretty intense, obviously, with the whole thing going on in December with the Saturn and Jupiter conjunction in Aquarius, and Saturn and Jupiter moving into Aquarius, which has been the event of the ages when it comes to astrology. And we are really moving into a new consciousness, into a new way of thinking, of understanding, of seeing things for what they are, or for what they not are, and manifesting very, very real because of Saturn. And manifesting becomes very real because Saturn is really also testing these new ideas, testing this new consciousness, constantly questioning, constantly doubting, constantly looking at the things that we can actually apply into our everyday life. So it's a really great time for all of us to develop into a higher version of ourselves, and that's what we're all doing. If we know it or not, if we're doing it consciously or unconsciously, everybody now goes through this in one way or another. We have some really nice placements and planetary movements in January. Mars is moving into Taurus, Venus is moving into Capricorn, so very earthy energy when it comes to, Mars and Venus, it's the archetypal male and female, so it is definitely highlighting sexual energy, very physical energy. I think it's trining each other, so things could become very real when it comes to love and when it comes to also physical love. So I think a great time also to get pregnant for some of you. It's interesting because also on the 14th we have Uranus moving direct into Taurus. It can happen very quickly. Wow, okay, I didn't even see that. And that's the interesting thing about talking about the astrology in the beginning, because I really see different things for different people. It's all of a sudden it comes to me, And Mercury is moving into Aquarius, great for social media and promoting stuff on social media. I think best time actually of the year, and bringing out your ideas, just sharing your ideas, communicating them, bringing stuff out. We have a new moon in Capricorn and a full moon in Leo, so time to show yourself, maybe to release something, maybe to put something out there. It's a good month, especially with the sun in Capricorn. We have a good work ethic and we want to get things done. So yeah, this is what comes through for you. There is stuff from the past that you might now really have the fire to look at and maybe to go back to and revisit, maybe also project-wise, maybe also when it comes to work. Here's King of Wands, or in this deck it's the Knight of Wands, and he is very much like in control of what there is to do. I think it has something to do with the past that you haven't touched yet, but now are ready to touch. You know what to do about something, and you're doing it. Maybe you're dealing with a fire sign, Sagittarius or Aries, or a Leo. Also for the Leo full moon, this could become, you could maybe close some sort of chapter or transformation. The Death card showed itself, and it's your card. I love it though. I mean, King of Wands energy, it's a great energy to get stuff done, to really do what you want to do, to really go in to action mode, you know, and just do it and have a plan and execute the plan. Still, you know, it might take you a while to really look at this, like maybe even cleaning up stuff from the past. Maybe there's just stuff from the past. You're like, well, okay, now I have the energy to really go for it. Something you have been procrastinating. Yeah. Yeah, and it has to do with moving on from a certain, there is a strong indication really of moving on from some sort of procrastination energy where you couldn't move, you felt like it's hard to move out, to get yourself moving, and move out maybe of a situation. Maybe you felt a little emotionally stuck in a situation. This can really be related to work projects, to love, to a lot of things. But now I see there's the fire coming to work yourself out of that emotional stuckness. And you're really fighting this. It might be a little bit of a fight throughout the first part of the month. Maybe you have to do it over and over and over again. Maybe it's not something, and this is coming through strong, maybe it's not something that just happens the first time, but at the same time you have so much willpower in you that you're trying over and over and over and over again until you're finally out of it, you know, out of the... It's a little bit of a quicksand, not quicksand, but like a swampy environment, like moving yourself out of the mud, it's like, I see like a soldier, you know, struggling to move out of the mud a little bit, but doing it with a lot of forward fire and passion also. You know, you can't stay there anymore, that's for sure. Awesome. Okay, well, I mean, I say awesome with the moon card. Maybe you're dealing with a Pisces. Pisces is coming through very strong. This is deep. This is a deep month. And just as I think it probably is, it has been that hard to move yourself out of this emotional stuckness because you actually don't know what's coming next. And that might be a little scary. With the moon card though, we go face our fears, we go and do it anyway. We move into a situation even though we are afraid, but we trust enough that we will figure it out along the way. And that is the beautiful thing about the moon card, because it's a card that also says you don't have to fully know every step on the way, or you kind of have to go into the dark to find the light. I know it's weird, but it's the way it is. All right, so end of the month, don't get spooked, you know, by this, maybe by your own energy, by your own, like, wow, now all of a sudden I have all this energy, and now what? You know, now what do I do with it? It's a little bit of an unknown element here with the moon that might spook you. And Scorpios don't get spooked easily. It's not, you guys are not scared of many things. So I would say you're ready. You're ready to go into the path that looks scary at first, but you understand that there is actually really nothing to be scared of, because you have the light within you, and you have so much light within you. And also this beetle is carrying the light through this path between these scary towers here into the light. I love this moon card. Okay, so let's look at how that plays out in a more romantic setting. Seven of Cups. Okay. Moon card watched out again. Well, you are, I think, really trying to cut also through all sorts of illusions or fog or mental unclarity or emotional unclarity, where like, what is this feeling? I don't know what I'm feeling actually. You know, when you can't pinpoint a feeling and you don't know where it's coming from, but you're very determined to really get yourself out of it, even though, as I said, you don't actually know quite yet what's going on, because this is something that hasn't happened to you before the way it does now. And you're really working hard on getting yourself out of any illusions or out of any confusion also, for that matter. When it comes to a relationship, when it comes to a connection, but it is a process. It definitely is a process. So the other person is maybe not necessarily sharing your vision so much right now, or has the feeling that they don't have a certain vision. They don't know the path either, is what I say. So there is really some uncertainty about where this is going for both of you. It seems like you're leaving, also being trapped in a mental carousel, I want to say, behind. And this is really it. I feel like this month is a lot about just going through the process, doing what needs to be done, having a plan and executing it, with the Knight of Wands. Because it seems like that sort of change that you really need to make happen over and over and over again. It really is some rewiring in the brain, therefore a rearranging of how you feel about things. So the rewiring of your thinking is really having an effect on how you feel about things, will help you get out of a foggy energy, out of a fatigued energy, out of a slow energy. And yeah, this is your process. This other person is having difficulty, I think, seeing a vision forward with you, or in this relationship. They're having a hard time getting inspired here. Well, 9 of Swords, that's not good. I have a 2 of Swords here on the bottom of the deck. So this is strong soul connection. All right. It is, in general, a very positive soul connection when the 2 of Cups are upright. So there is the possibility here to really share openly. There is an intense mental energy that is too much for both of you. You guys are too much in a worrying and self-deprecating state of mind when it comes to the... Be careful with this connection that you don't destroy it by too much communication, too much non-efficient communication. And especially you, Scorpio, be careful about not, because now that you're working on moving out of that mental trap you felt like you're in. Don't make the mistake of trying to think yourself out of it, because that's exactly what gets you into the Nine of Swords energy, from the Eight of Swords into the Nine of Swords. It's not about finding the one solution right now. It is a process of doing the right thing at the right time. And I think you do know what to do. What do you need to do to feel better? Simple as that. Simple as that. It is difficult to execute, but I feel like you very much have the energy right now. This other person is just not that much involved in your process right now, and because they don't, I feel like they're not on the same page. They have their own weird little journey going on. But you both share this intensity that can really turn into some sort of self-destructive thinking if you're not careful. And please be careful about that, because both of you share that. So for you, really, it is like, okay, in this moment, I have a choice. What is the right thing to do? I know it's not even the question and not even about the choice. It's really about doing it. It's just about doing it. World card in reverse. Well, it is a process that you guys are working yourselves through, which is aimed for a really big completion of a big cycle. Whatever that means in your specific situation. Since it's a general reading, if you are coupled, there is the last step of really this last cathartic birth, sort of like step into a new world. That is also kind of painful, I have to say. There is not any clear indication here that there's a breakup. I don't see that much. I just see that this is as intense as it gets, its darkest before the sun rises sort of situation here. I see you can make it happen here with the Magician. So, but therefore still this needs to be gone through with intention and with a clear plan how to move things forward. I do think you both have the plan. I do think you have to be careful, both of you, to not overthink the plan. Just do what you know is right. Period. Yeah, so that's your reading, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, advice card. See, there was a lot of advice already in this, but I will draw you. It's a lot of cards coming out. Okay, 2 cards. Wow, love it. Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. So results. Making things happen, doing the things at the right time, doing the right things at the right time to have results. Nurture yourself, Queen of Pentacles. Gain results, Queen of Pentacles. Do the right thing at the right time, Queen of Wands. This Queen of Pentacles also speaks a lot to the Venus and the Mars in Taurus energy. This is the month where the work that you put into relationships pays off. I promise it pays off, because you will see results, maybe even very sudden around the middle of the month. So yes, don't forget to nurture yourself. Don't forget to be nice to yourself. Don't forget to be gentle with yourself. You can be responsible and active while at the same time being gentle and nice to yourself. This is the balancing act. I know it's tough, but try it. Just try. All you can do is try. Okay, Scorpio, thank you so much for being here. Please like, subscribe, comment if you like this channel. I also have a German speaking channel. If you haven't seen it yet and you're a German speaker, then please follow. It's I have a link in the description box, as I have a link of all the things you need to know in the description box. So check out the description box for check out the description box for all the information that you need. And I hope I'll talk to you soon. Bye.